Dinesh, I remember in my younger years, 1990, 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed, the Soviet Empire collapsed. We saw what happened in Eastern Europe, etc., etc. And I remember at that time we thought, oh, we won the Cold War. And now, a generation later, a couple decades later, we realize they won because the idea and the ideas that spawn and engender this ideology, it has won in America, hasn't it? I mean, I know the battle is still on, but in terms of who controls the boundaries of discourse, in terms of who's in power in Washington and academia and the media, these these are the people of that particular evil idea, right?
I think it's true. And you can see this very dramatically, not so much in the Soviet case, but in the case of China. You remember for
Yeah.
20 years, people said, let's trade with China, let's open doors to China. This way, China will become more like us. Well, guess what? They haven't. We've become a lot more like them. The tyrannical elements of Chinese society. In fact, there are American leaders now that actively say that the Chinese have got it going on. They figured it out. They're more efficient. And it would be nice if the bungling West began to resemble China. Obama once said that. There's a New York Times article. I showed this in the film. And toward the very end, Obama says he kind of envies the leadership of China because I think what he means is that they don't have to deal with separation of powers, checks and balances, a Bill of Rights. They just take orders, and the orders are then carried out. So that dictatorial streak is now very much present in our institutions, not just in the institutions of government, interestingly enough, but in the media, in academia, in the nonprofit sector. And when you look at some of the tyrannical aspects of, say, censorship, it's an octopus that stretches across the public and the private sector both.